Let's do it. Knicks fans. Hold on, just gotta check to make sure that we are live though. Really quickly. Alright, it's go time. Knicks fans, welcome to an episode of Delusional Knicks Fan Network, where we bring you that Knicks content that you need. Today, Knicks are back after a devastating loss to the Phoenix Suns, which was a close game. Knicks could have pulled it out, but last minute turnovers, I want to say 17 turnovers in general, Knicks had, which was disgusting. But nevertheless, a quick turnaround as we face the Portland Trailblazers. The Trailblazers, who's actually been on a tear currently at the moment, winning 5 games, their last 5 games, beating Houston twice, Utah, Spurs, as well as New Orleans. So they are on a tear. 1 second as I check to make sure I am live. It's saying that we're live, but I don't see. 1 second. Live. All right. We're good. I'm just double checking, making sure. All platforms. That's good. All right. What's that? But yeah. Portland's coming in on a tear right now. Like I stated, a 5-game winning streak, beating Houston on a back-to-back on the 7th and the 9th. And Houston is a juggernaut out in the West Coast. Then, of course, the Utah Jazz, but the San Antonio Spurs is also another key team out west in the New Orleans. So the Portland Trailblazers are coming in on a run right now with the Knicks pretty much losers of the I guess what if you could count the last 5, we're 1-4 with a loss to Atlanta, loss to Philly, loss to Detroit. We beat the Clippers at home. Then of course we're back on the road, which was the last game against Phoenix, where we lost 112 to 107. So the Knicks are pretty much on a trajectory that is not that good compared to the Portland Trailblazers, who are pretty much winners of the last 5. But just kind of looking at the stats for them, Portland, it's a well-oiled machine ever since, Chauncey Billups' situation regarding him being arrested. The Thiago Splitter, who used to play for the San Antonio Spurs, was under Popovich, is pretty much the interim head coach right now, and he's manning the charge. He's leading that aspect, and they are balling. What the difference is, they are utilizing the youth on that team, which is moving the ball. Danny Avia, who was drafted by the Wizards, I was high on Danny. He's looking like Luka out there, averaging 26, 7, and 7. I believe this is his 3rd or 4th year in the league, and he is showing out currently right now. They are running the offerings to him, and he's a forward. I believe he's about 6'7", 6'8", leading the charge for them, and dominated with the ball in his hands. It seems like that's a recipe for a lot of the European players, the big players that can handle the rock. Put them at the helm of the offense. They know how to run the pick and roll. They know how to swing the ball. And stay within that, not even rotation, but the organization gameplay, how they want to play in the offense. They like to stay within the offense. And he's been getting the James Harden treatment, so where he's getting to the line frequently, whistles after whistle. So for tonight, whoever's guarding Danny, whether it's OG, or we're going to throw Mikal, I should say do it both, so you could get a mixture of different defenders. With Mikal, more finesse, getting under the screens, contesting, and a little quicker. Or you can utilize OG, a bigger body, a stronger body, try to push him off his line, and maybe that could be effective. So we have multiple ways to defend Danny. But then, of course, is their big Klingon, excuse me. He's averaging 6 rebounds, and I want to say 4 offensive rebounds. So Knicks kind of fair as far as the scoring aspect. Knicks only scored 3 points more than Portland, but Portland allows way more. It's so weird too. They allow more scoring on them as they score 118 compared to the Knicks 114, but they shoot 45% from the field compared to the Knicks 45. They rebounding, and this is probably going to be the key for this matchup, is the rebounding. They rebound similar. Knicks rebound, I want to say 45.9 per game, so technically 46, but Portland is right there with exact 45 on the mark. So rebounding is going to be the key for this game. Assists, quite similar. Knicks average 26, Portland with 24. But the block shots, 4.8 for Portland, 4 for the Knicks. And steals are identical at 7.9. So this is definitely going to be a battle. Similar to the Suns game, I wasn't quite familiar with the Suns game as far as like I had to watch last minute and realize like, no, these guys are a unit. They, follow around Booker and they have key players around it that makes it a well-oiled machine. Knicks are trying to get that cohesion that these teams are pretty much developing quite early. They have their identity. They know what they're doing. But we got one of our key pieces back tonight, which is Josh Hart. And I think that will make the biggest difference tonight is bringing Josh Hart, someone that can fill a stat sheet up, whether it's points, assists, rebounds. He does it all. He brings the pressure. Obviously, with 6'4", the additional offensive rebounds he bring, steals he bring, defense he brings. So the addition with Josh Hart, with no minutes restriction, so he's kind of fresh off the lease and fresh, should be a big difference for us tonight. So I definitely look forward for us to get Josh back tonight. As we're a couple of minutes away from tip-off, obviously I'm always going to say that the Knicks will win, but the way we should win is obviously play with the pace. Definitely need to utilize that pace. Constantly moving the basketball. With Josh, there's another person that can facilitate, another person that attack. With Josh, once he grabs a rebound, he's heading straight to the rim. So he's putting pressure on the rim. So these are things that we can add with Josh coming back to the game tonight. Ultimately, I think we get the W. I think so. And it's all the stuff that I included with Josh coming back, pushing the pace, out rebounding Portland, because like I said, we're kind of even kill on a rebounding aspect, 45.3 to 45.9. So that's major key for the Knicks. And then of course is adjusting. How are we going to do with Danny Avia playing a Luka Doncic role? How are we going to guard the pick and roll? We've seen multiple instances against Philly, against Phoenix, guarding that pick and roll, even against the Clippers game, the James Harden pick and roll. How are we going to man it? Let's figure that out early. Cat and drop coverage sometimes will allows the alley-oop above hand. Or they still run the same pick and roll. Mikal is going to always be on the back and the hip. He could pump fake, foul, get to the line. And Danny's been getting to the line crazy. So it's really up to the Knicks to be prepared for a James Harden style game, a shade type game where the ball's going to be in Danny's hand and he's going to try to facilitate. So do we blitz in certain situations with that? Blitz the ball, get the ball out his hands? Do we trap him in certain situations? Do we play zone to kind of run them out of that? So trust me, our coaches are they're going to have a long night tonight, pretty much trying to guard Danny Avia. And see, hopefully Brunson can have a similar game to where he start out early, dropping down buckets, assisting, finding Cat early. And I think that's very pivotal with finding Cat early. These last couple games, Karl Anthony Towns has been averaging 17 points, right? 17 points, still getting the boards, but the 17 points. And he's taking the third or fourth least shots on that team. That can't happen. That definitely can't happen. Cat should at least take equal or more than Brunson, to be honest with you. He's 6'11", one of the history known big man shooters. Take advantage of that. right? His 3-point attempts is down. Everything is down. But let's look at the starting lineup as Josh is back. Brunson, Mikal, OG, Josh, and Call against Avia, Sharp, Kamara, Sidney, and Donovan Clingan. So you look at the names with Portland, and it's like, who are these guys, right? But these guys are winning. So you're in the league, so you cannot sleep on these players each night. That's one thing I can't do, because I said the same thing about Phoenix. I'm like, all right, looking at Phoenix lineup, Phoenix can't hang with us. Like we should be able to knock that out, but to no avail. It did not happen because Phoenix stick to the game plan. They executed well, and we did not show up. So hopefully that is not the case tonight, as it looked like the game is getting started. Steve's key to the game, they stated that is the whistle, paint removal, and initiate. So the whistle, we definitely talked about Danny Avia getting the James Harden treatment and getting to the line frequent. So this is something that we're going to have to check early. So they're going to have to game plan come out early. It's going to be a good one tonight. You know, especially with Portland. Portland got a lot of guys out, too, with Chris Murray. That's Keegan Murray's brother. Jeremy Grant is like one of their league defenders, but he's been out with the Achilles injury. Matisse Thybulle, another big guard. Scoot Henderson, which is what their rookie of 2 years ago, who's a brute. Like, he would have given us fits just with his size and athleticism. And then, of course, Blake Wisely with the foot. So for us, we have Landry Shaman is still out, and Yabusele, which is a quadricep injury. I didn't even know this guy was injured, to be honest with you. This might just be for us to move him. But we are getting ready. Let's throw out some Let's Go Knicks chants. Get us started to get us warm us up. As we look to get this game started. All right, let's set this up. Where we at here? Oh, I didn't even add this one up. All right, I'm tripping. Let's see if I could do that real quick. Get the scoreboard up. Give me 1 second. Scoreboard. What am I missing? Vertical source. For this one is window capture. I think that on it off. I bet. So, and then I didn't even change this. Knicks background, no. I'm like all out of wax right now, but we're gonna get it going. Let's see. I gotta find the thumbnail though for this one. For Portland. And look, it's starting already. It looked like Danny Avia going to work. But I have to find this watchable. I know I saved it here somewhere. Let's go. Hold on, yeah, I gotta find it later on. Let me see, which one could we use? Let's go to, oh, damn, I was not prepared. Window capture, let's go Trailblazers. All right, let's get back to the game. Okay, Cat getting a bucket right now. Score, it is 5-3 Knicks right now. Knicks with a steal. Okay. Brunson throws it up. Josh to Mikal. Mad sloppy. Danny Avia steals the ball. Throws the alley-oop up to Sharp. All right. 5-5. Let's see. Am I behind? Yep, just a little bit. Let's rewind that up. All right. Josh Hart pulling up for the three. Okay. Look. Josh is back already setting the tone. I got 8-5 on my end. Let's get some defense going. As you can see, Danny Avia is rocking the ball. Knicks are trapping early and a steal by Mikal, but a ball stolen right back to Tamar for a three. We are tied at 8-8 right now. As you can see, Knicks are pushing the pace. I like the pace right now with the push. Definitely liking the push on the pace as a foul is called. All right, really quickly, I need to... Did I save it? I had to save it. I totally forgot to change the photo of the watch along. So I need to switch that up really quickly. If I can find it. I know I switched it up. Knicks media, Knicks. Did I put Portland? Yabo, Wizards, Wolves, Yabo. Thumbnail. Knicks preseason, Raptors, Rockets. As Avia turns the ball over really quickly. Yeah, I cannot find where I put the new one up at. So I might have to double check it. As I am backwards. But let's get it. Knicks running their set. So it looked like they're running the ball through Josh Hart. Josh Hart at the top of the key running the pick and roll. But he just catches it, shoots it, knocks down another three-pointer. They said if you leave me open, I'm going to pop the shot. 11-8 as Sharp runs the pick and roll. Rebound by Cat. Let's go. See, look, Josh pushing the ball. I like it. Get into the paint. Layup, it is good, Josh. This is what we've been missing. Josh Hart gets into the paint in transition as he just makes the Knicks look totally different on offense right now. Sharp run the pick and roll, guarded by Brunson. He go ISO, pound dribble for three, no good. Rebound by Josh. He's doing it all, but then, of course, he turns the ball over as an alley-oop for Avia. It is 13-10 right now. Knicks pushing the pace. Brunson gets inside. Back out to OG. OG up. No foul called. But Danny's in transition. Looked like he traveled. Dished it out. Let's see. And they called a foul. A BS foul, but we'll take it nonetheless. Look, Josh Hart coming in, changing everything right now on offense for the Knicks. As he is like a shot out of a cannon, just giving pure buckets with 8 first quarter points. 3 for 4 from the field. Just running. As Josh is taking a seat pretty early, shaking his head. Hopefully he's not hurt. But they're bringing in Deuce right now. Let's see. 3 for 4, 2 for 2 for 3. Let's go, Josh. He's not limping, so we're bringing in Deuce. Deuce McBride, first guard off the bench. Let's see. Brunson, top of the key. Look like Portland is in the zone. Let's see if we can get them out as Mikal gets to the basket. Easy buckets. As Knicks just break through the zone off a little dribble handoff. Gets it to the paint. But I like OG on Danny. OG brings that pressure. Definitely size as well. As Portland runs a pick and roll at the top. Let's see Danny survey on the weak side. Out to Sharp. Sharp goes in and out on Brunson. Spins off, steal by Knicks. Oh, defense is there. Knicks in transition. Brunson catch and shoot for 3.
3-point goal.
That's what I'm talking about. 18-12. Jalen Brunson bringing it. It's so crazy. One person changes everything. And that's Josh Hart. That's what I like. That's what I like. Right now, I do need to switch something up, but I got to bring up my Photoshop really quickly. But let's go. Let me bring this out. Josh Hart coming in guns blazing, leading the Knicks. Foul. Let's go. Let's go to export. 1 second. I need to change that thing. Okay, go to edit. What was it? File. All right, let's go to export. Export as. But let's go. Knicks are in rhythm with Josh. Big difference. Really big difference. Thumbnail. Let's go to. Let's put in Danny so it can pop up as thumbnails. Export. Close that out. Close that out. We can save that. That's fine. Let's see if we can add the image now. Switch that up. So it looks for Danny. And boom. Alright, now we cooking. Now we cooking. Let's switch that up. That's good. That's good. That's good. Main one is good. Alright, we are cooking with grease. Had to change the watch along. It was tripping. So 18-12. Knicks is rolling right now. Great shot selections, great movement. Cat with an early bucket, Cat with the rebound. We're trapping. We're actually playing solid defense. Now, granted, it's the Portland Trail Blazers, but you might as well start now and get it going. But great movement so far. I like what I'm seeing from the guys. It's good. Shots are falling, but mainly important, they add that additional shooter on the court to kind of space the floor with Josh Hart. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. But gotta push. We gotta push. We gotta push. But I'm liking the energy. Liking the energy. Like I said, Portland is no slouch, to be honest with you. But Knicks, we're a better team. We're better talent. Just need to utilize that. Need to play cohesive. Move that rock. But main importantly, more importantly, is the defense. It's the defense. But Brunson early with 3 points. Bridges with 2. Cat with 2. OG with 3. OG knocking down that 3-pointer earlier. So let's do it. Let's get this defense going. Yep. What I like to see. Danny Avia. Oh, this is pressure. We are putting the pressure on Portland. They can't even get to their sets. Danny Avia gets into the paint. No good. Rebound by the Knicks. That's what I like. See the aggression right now. This is what we should have been playing with. And he's on an island, Cat. But of course, Cat drives into the paint. Sometimes it's crazy. But catch and shoot. It is good. By who is that? The rookie Caleb Love. Not familiar with your game, Caleb, but we're going to see today as Brunson bring the ball up 18-15. Knicks dish it into Cat. Let's see. Run a handoff for Brunson. Pick and roll. You got to look for Cat. He doesn't take it. Brunson go ISO. Step back 3-pointer. Cash.
3-point goal.
Brunson knows what he's doing right now. Getting to the paint right now. Danny Avia off the screen. Look, alley-oop up to Williams. See, this is what we got to watch for. Is Danny. Danny as the triple threat. You got to watch out for Avia, the triple threat. This man think he Luka right now. Averaging 24, 7, and 7. But it's all good. Cat catches the ball at the top of the key. Cat, that should be all you as it's money. 24-17. We like this. Put the pressure on him. As Danny tries to get into the paint and the foul is called. Look, Danny's been getting these foul calls all night for him. All night. He's if he keeps attacking, he's definitely going to get these calls. I believe so. But right now on the court, look like we got Deuce, Mitch, Diawara, Brunson, and OG. I felt like we rarely had some Diawara sightings, but we getting it early in the game. Not for sure why. But Danny knocks down the first free throw. And oh, they called that foul on OG. Okay. And look, Avia, he's been doing his thing. So we got Mitch. Mitch is playing in not back-to-back games, but the last 2 games, which is good. I don't think we need any more Mitch management. So I felt like every time he sits, he get out of rhythm, out of whack. So we definitely need Mitch to be there as Deuce bring the ball up, as Portland is pressing right now, but Deuce able to get in the seam. OG with the pump fake back out to Deuce. Deuce is usually cash money, no good. Rebound by Williams. Knicks, let's get back on it. Let's play some defense. You got Mitch on the island right now. At the top of the key going ISO. Let's see, is he staying with them? Mitch is no slouch on the perimeter. But Portland gets into Williams. Williams goes up, and it is good. As you can see, the ball movement by Portland is efficient. You got to watch that. As Diawara bringing the ball up, as Portland is trapping, but he said, excuse me, let me get up here with that left-hand dribble. As OG gets into the paint, let's see, up on Williams. Let's go, OG, but get back on defense. See, like the aggressiveness from OG. Danny Avia switch up on Mitch, but misses it. Rebound by Diawara. Look at the Knicks allowing Diawara to bring the ball up. I guess they have the confidence in them. They run the similar same set. Back out to Diawara. Diawara to OG. OG gets the screen set. Another screen set. OG out to Mitch in the alley-oop. Let's go. 28-24. Knicks are looking solid. As we're getting some defense going, as Knicks are in it looks like a zone, but not necessarily. They run a pick and roll. Knicks switch it. Knockdown 3-pointer by Caleb Love again. As Caleb is averaging 16 points per game, so Knicks need to be aware of his shooting ability. But they go right back into a zone from Portland. Let's see if the Knicks can shoot them out the zone. Gives it back out to Diawara. Diawara to Deuce. Deuce catch and shoot. No good. Rebound by Williams. Let's see. Knicks is don't slack now. As Portland running their set. Back out a double high screen out to Williams. Williams out to Avia. Knicks play it pretty well, but Avia got Deuce on him as a smaller defender and knocks it down as he gets into the paint. 28-26. Knicks need to get it brewing. On offense, back out to Diawara. Diawara to Brunson. Brunson wants that screen from Mitch. Sets it out to Deuce. Deuce with a 45 cut. He dishes it off to OG. They called an offensive foul off the step through. I've never really seen them call that before. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. As a step through, they called the offensive foul? I don't agree with that, but we'll take it out. We take it right now. Knicks are up 28-26. I like the energy. I like the energy that we're bringing tonight with the score. Actually, could we do the main one? Yeah. I'm liking the energy Knicks are coming out with, especially with Josh. They said that he wasn't going to be on a minutes restriction, but it seems like he's limited. Let me just check. It seems like he's limited with what's transpiring right now. But OG, 5 points. Let's bring out these stats. Let me switch it over. We can bring this one up. Actually, switch to this one. Yeah, Josh, 3 for 4, 75% from the field. That's what we need going through with Josh. 2 for 2 for 3. So early. Knicks is 6 for 9 from 3-point, 66.7%. That's going to be the key to the game. Josh coming in, the pace that he's bringing with knocking down shots. Brunson only 3 attempts right now. Still 2 for 3, but only 3 attempts. So this is Brunson kicking it back. I'm like, let me facilitate. Let's get all the other guys involved in this. But so far, so good. I'm liking what I'm seeing. But Cat, I do want to see a little bit more from Cat right now. He has 5 points, 2 rebounds. Do he have a foul? No, but he do have a block shot. So that's good. But he's playing 6 minutes. So far, so good for the Knicks. Definitely rolling. But looking on the Portland side, Danny Avia already with 7 points and 3 assists. So he's going to have one of those games where he possibly could end up with 20, 24, 7-7, which is his average. He's 2 for 4 from the field. But Sharp, you got to watch out for Sharp being aggressive. Kamara, who's knocked down a couple of shots, knocked down a 3. So got to be mindful. And then the bench, you got Caleb Love coming in. He's averaging 16 off the bench in these last few games. He came in 2 3-pointers. So we got to contest. We got to be there. Robert Williams, a player that the Knicks wanted at a point in time. The Time Lord, like they used to call him in Boston. Great defender, great screener role, but also a lob threat. So we have to be aware of his presence, as he already has an assist, 2 rebounds, and 4 points. But so far, Mitch is getting involved with a steal and a dunk, alley-oop off for OG. Diawara coming in with a couple of rebounds. So our bench so far is stepping up too. Deuce is 0 for 2, but we can get it started. Right now, look, Knicks with another steal. We'll take it. As Deuce catches it out to Josh. Josh to Mikal. Mikal catch and shoots. Almost in, but to no avail. Knicks get back on defense. Let's go right now. Look like Knicks are trying to get into it as they bully ball off of Brunson, but a perfect pass. So, it's actually a beautiful pass by Casey. But look, high pick and roll for Mitch out to Josh. Josh with the 45 cut to Deuce as Portland is in a zone right now. So how to break a zone? Run that middle. But Josh just catch and shoot 3. Wasn't set, but we'll take it. That is 28-28 as Portland is trying to come back and make a comeback. As Shaden Sharp, athletic guard, turned around, midi jump shot. It is good. We are 30 for 28 as Knicks need to make a counter right now because Portland are in the zone. How do we break the zone? You need middle. As Brunson just says, I'm going to catch and shoot, which is no good. Rebound by Mikal. You have Brunson in the middle. Pump fake. Gets into the paint. No good. Back out to Mikal. Mikal attacks. Mid-range floater. It's good. Knicks need to do a better job at attacking the zone. With this, if they go in zone, you got to put Cat in. Cat can shoot them out of that mid-post zone. As Mitch with another steal. Great possession to guard that pick and roll very well as they were in drop coverage. As they come down the lane, Deuce tries to shoot up a 3. No good. Rebound by Mikal. It is good. 32-30 on the Knicks end. Let's get this defense going. All right, Shaden Sharp, they runs a pick and roll. He gets the midi. Midi is good. Mid-range pull-up by Sharp. A Sharp looking like he's trying to get it going right now. But Josh Hart gets into the paint. Left-hand layup, but swatted. As Portland's in transition out to Sharp. You don't want to jump with Sharp as he dunks the alley-oop. Athletic guard. As Portland is trying to go on a run. JB bringing the ball up. They run another high pick and roll. Almost could have called an offensive foul. As they did not call it. That looked like an offensive foul. I'm not going to lie. That looked like an offensive foul. But a great block. Yo, Yeah, we got to get some centers that could block shots like that. Like Mitch is getting his one block per game, but then when we got Cat in, Cat is like what .01 or something. We need something to go on. But let's see, 16.6 seconds left to go. Do the Knicks have what it takes to score? Obviously, if you're looking at the clock, we definitely tied it up. But right now on my end, 32 to 34, it's an alley oop off of the inbound. Great out of bounds set as Knicks play some defense right now to close it out. Let's see. Shaden Sharp, top of the key. They run a pick and roll and Cat blitz. We like that. Going ISO. No good as the buzzer in. It's a great way to defend that pick and roll. Cat understood the situation. It's a great way to defend that. They came in the pick and roll. Cat blitzed. Well, technically he hedged. Came up, stopped the penetration. They had to pass the ball on the weak side for a last second shot. Disrupt the play. That's all we ask. Is awareness. Good stuff from Cat. Knicks close it out 34 to 34. Once again, Knicks is scoring 30 points per quarter. Seems like this is something that we do to start the game, but then of course we regress in the second quarter. But we got to keep it up. We have to keep it up. All right, got to keep it up. But right now, let's look at the stats. Knicks is shooting 54%, 14 for 26. We'll take that. But what we can't deal with is Portland shooting 62 from the field as they're 13 for 21. So the defense was phenomenal to start the play. I think we need to come back with that energy. More so when you assort Josh in there, we should be able to. But shooting 46 from 3 from the Knicks was 6 of 13. I'll take that on any given Sunday, this particular Sunday. Compared to Portland's 44%. They're 4 for 9 too. So we definitely, Knicks' kryptonite is to defend the 3-point line. That is the kryptonite for us. We cannot defend that 3-point line. So hopefully we can tonight. But of course, free throws. Knicks haven't been to the line yet. Portland's been to the line 4 times. So this first quarter, Brunson have not gotten to the line. Most of the shots have been 3-pointers, and he's been facilitating. So still a good start. Still is a great start. 4 turnovers for the Knicks, 5 to Portland. 10 rebounds for the Knicks compared to 9 for Portland. So far, so good. Knicks with the largest lead. We had 7, and Portland is 3. So this is definitely going to be a close game. And speaking of close, sports betting, guys. Sports betting. Who do we have tonight? If you can see the spread, they have minus 3.5 for the Knicks or plus 3.5 for Portland. The total of the over and under. They have the over, which is 238.5 points. So that is total points for both teams. The under is 237. I believe this might be an under game. And then, of course, money line, Knicks negative 195 compared to Portland's plus 140. You got to go with the money line for the Knicks. So that is my sports betting. Bet cautiously, I would say. As we start the quarter, right now in the lineup, we have Bridges, Clarkson, McBride, Josh, and Cat. So I like this lineup. I don't think as Williams blocked Josh's shot. You got Sharp because that's Shaden Sharp got the rock, passes it off. He goes ISO behind the back. Okay, Josh is playing great defense still. Another contest, no good. Rebound by Cat as Cat facilitate. So this lineup might be good. Let's see what it could do if it could produce buckets. As Cat catch and shoot 3-pointer, no good. As I don't know, Cat has been missing a lot of his threes. Is it confidence? Like, what's going on with Cat? Shooting career low, I believe, is low 34% from 3-point right now. Where Cat was always in the high 40s. But Danny Avia attacking the paint, flares his hands up as Cat was just moving with his body. Like I said, he's looking for the refs to get these calls this game. Hopefully the ref don't cheat us tonight as Knicks is trying to bounce back from a loss. But an offensive foul. Let's go, Mikal. See, you get Mikal guarding you, OG guarding you in the first quarter, which is a lot of finesse. A lot of power, a lot of strength. So now you have to try to bully your way through the scoring OG. Then when you bring in Mikal is more strategic, more finesse. So if you try to play the same way against OG, Mikal could frail. He could flop, get that offensive foul called. But great play by the Knicks. Entry pass by Josh. Josh hands it over to Cat for the reverse layup. Look, big difference. Big difference. As Danny Avia gets into the paint, spin-off jump shot, no good. Rebound by Cat. Look, this is it. This is the team. This is the time for the Knicks to take over. Deuce catch and shoot, three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Sharp. As Portland has the numbers in transition, knocks down three-pointer. See, look, you got to watch it. What is his name? Classico knocks down a three as they're shooting 46%. But Cat gets into the paint, as they call a defensive three right now. Defensive three, 36-37. That should be a free throw and possession. But good luck. Like I said, with Josh is in, Josh gets it going, man. He facilitates so well. He passes, he gets off the ball pretty well. So it looked like he understands the offense and what they're trying to do as Cat misses the free throw. I don't think Cat mentally is with us. As this dude was like, what, 90% from the free throw line. What's going on with him now? And it's looking like it's definitely get to him because he's sitting there talking to himself for them missed shots. As we get substitutions coming in, OG, Mitch, Towns, Clarkson, and McBride. So they're going with the double big lineup. Let's see what this double big lineup can do. As Knicks are having trouble trying to get the ball inbound. Dribble handoff with Deuce. Deuce got Danny Avia on his hip. Mid-range jump shot. No good. Offensive rebound by Mitch with the putback dunk. It looks like it was on the cylinder, but we let it fly. As Knicks are trying to press. Let's get this defense going. Cat at the top of the key. They dishes up to the big man in Portland. Dribble handoff. Trying to look to give the ball to Danny. Danny has it. Guarded by OG. They run a pick and roll. He gets into the paint. Goes up. Left hand layup. And they call the foul. As OG is playing it pretty well. Playing great defense. Just Danny Avia attacked the paint. It looked like the Knicks didn't know if they wanted to switch with Mitch and OG on that pick and roll. So OG kind of was late trailing. But Danny got into the paint. Layup is good money. Right now, 38-39 as Danny head to the free throw line. Free throw is cash money. All right, Deuce is bringing that ball up. Deuce after Clarkson. But Portland are back in their zone. One thing you could do with zones, you could shoot out the zone. Back out to OG. OG for the three.
3-point goal.
Let's go. Knicks back 41. Oh, sorry, let's get the defense. So Knicks are back into their zone. But Knicks are trailing as they try to dish it off. And ball movement. As Portland moved the ball and just break the Knicks zone down. Gets into the paint for the slam. But right back into it. As Portland is in their zone, they're leaving Mitch open. He runs the screen back out to Deuce. Somebody to middle. Oh, my God. Beautiful possession on the zone as the Knicks take the lead back with 43-42. Great ball movement by Cat to Mitch. Big to big action. Pause. But it's still solid gameplay as Knicks are back on defense. Danny Avia passes it up, catches it for the three-pointer. Is it good? No good. Rebound by Cat. Knicks need to push it. as Deuce is bringing the ball up. Knicks got numbers, but they don't take advantage. But OG gets into the paint, dishes out to Clarkson. Clarkson catch and shoot three. No good. Rebound by Mitch. Mitch to Cat. Cat throws it down. As there was bodies all on the floor, Knicks still prevail. 45-42. Let's get the defense going. They run the pick and roll. Let's see. Mitch almost steals it. Back out to the big. The big tries to shoot a three-pointer. No good. Excuse me. I didn't know that was in your game. He tries to shoot the three-pointer. Uh-oh, but you see Jordan Clarkson got it feeling. He's relentless when he tries to get it to the paint and turn the ball over. Danny Avia got numbers as he behind the back pass. Reverse layup, no good, but a foul is called. As a horrible transition defense. As Jordan Clarkson has been a foul. He's been fouling people a lot as well. He has not been making his shots. Making it easy. Excuse me. He's been making it easy for the defense by following him out and bailing him out a lot. Like, he takes a lot of chances. And this is a player that when he played with the Cleveland Cavaliers, now granted, this was years ago, he was a pivotal player for them to guard Steph Curry during that playoff run when it was the Cavs against Golden State in the finals. So when he came here, my initial thought was, playing with a solid team, maybe his defense would be up. But yeah, that is definitely not the case. As we get in a Drew Holiday sighting, I really hope that the Knicks could get their hands on Drew Holiday through like a buyout situation or a veteran coming to a team that want to win a chip. Because he would be great for the Knicks as a line of defense. But Portland is turning up the heat on the defense. Cat go ISO, and Danny Avia gets into the paint. But what do they call? They call out of bounds as Portland played great defense. Pardon me. 45-43 currently. Multiple Knicks actually. The ball has been moving. You got Mitch with 6 points. And we're only still here in the second quarter. Cat with 9 points, but 6 rebounds, 3 assists. OG with 8, 3 for 4. But surprisingly, Deuce McBride, what's going on with Deuce? Deuce is 0 for 5 tonight, and we're so used to Deuce putting up solid numbers, coming in, hitting those key clutch three-pointers, those momentum three-point shots. But not tonight. Let's see, but Josh so far only playing 8 minutes. Even though they said he's a -2 and a plus and negative, plus and minus. I don't even know why he's -2%. Josh been doing pretty good. Even though, okay, maybe the 2 turnovers. I can see with the 2 turnovers. But so far, Knicks going with a lengthy rotation of us using multiple players. As my Gotham app just pretty much cut off. That's what happens, guys, when we got to resort. I'm so used to having MSG on Cablevision and stuff like that, or Dish or Direct. Now we got to resort to apps to watch the games. It's the good old times. The good old times. But even though it's still a quick game, Knicks are still in it. 45-43. Like the energy that we have so far. I like how the players are playing. It's a lot of ball movement. The assist aspect. How many assists do we have? We have 11 assists. And so does Portland. But still great ball movement. Brunson with 4 assists. Cat with 3 assists. So I'm liking how the offense is moving through Cat. But he has 7 attempts. That's what I like to see. 7 attempts for Cat. Right? He literally, him and Josh, they lead the team in shots right now. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Then we bring Brunson in, and Brunson can get it going. But I wonder, did they challenge this play? Okay, no, that was why they constantly showing the replay. Okay, because it's out of bounds, right? Oh, so Portland challenged the play, and they're saying that it was last off Cat. Did not see that. I did not see that. That's crazy. And you looked at the play. It looked like it was off of Danny Avia. Cat got to protect the ball when he's going to the paint. Marbury taught me that. He used to cuff it, get into the paint, and do that. But Knicks are on defense as they do a dribble handoff to Avia. Avia out to their center. Back to Avia. Pump fakes off of Mitch. He dishes it out. Rebound to OG as Caleb Love misses the wide open 3-point attempt. But they run a pick and roll with Deuce and Mitch. Deuce dribbles it out, back out to OG. OG catch and shoots 3-pointer. It's no good as Knicks are starting to get into that stretch. But a walk-in 3 by Drew Holiday. You cannot sleep on Drew, guys. 45-46. As Jordan Clarkson just catch and shoots 3 right back at it. All right, let's get back on D now. 48-46. They try to trap. They run a dribble handoff. Drew Holiday catch and shoot. Almost gets it stolen. But blocked by Mitch. Great defense by Mitch to sit down. OG bringing the ball up. Remember, I like OG in transition. Let's see what he do. Run a pick and roll with Mitch. Out to Clarkson. Can he back-to-back it? No good, as it's an air ball. But Mitch saves it. Back out to Towns. Oh, man. But Towns loses the ball as it goes out of bounds. It's a good recovery. I'm not going to lie. I thought that Mitch saved that rock. And it could have went. But Cat wasn't ready for that. Fumbled that ball. We still like it, though. Good assistant by Mitch. Like we said, Mitch keep that basketball alive. We like it. As Holiday attacks, use the opposite hands, gets around it, a pick and roll, mid-range, dishes it out, back up to Love. Love catches, shoots 3. Caleb Love, man, he's coming off the bench and killing us right now. 48-49 on my end. Brunson bringing the ball up. We got to get it. Brunson back in it. Mid-range fade. Turn around. Knocks it down. You could count on JB to get it. 50-49. Let me get some defense into it right now. As Drew Holiday is trying to bring life back into Portland. Him and Caleb Love. Back out to Shaden Sharp for a 3. No good. Rebound by Josh. Josh out to OG. OG. Anunoby. Fast break buckets. Knicks are up right now. 52-49. As Drew Holiday gets it to the paint. Back out to the big of Portland as he catch and shoot 3. I'm not familiar with his game, man. Kamara trying to shoot 3s. He might have it in his bag. Brunson gets it to the paint. Out to Clarkson. Clarkson does not have that 3-pointer. As Kamara catches it. Tries to get into the paint. No good. The 3 is off. Knicks in transition. You got Josh Hart. Gets it to the paint. As a blocking foul. As Josh being aggressive. That's what I like to see. This is what I like to see right now from the Knicks. 53-49. As Josh gets to the free throw line. So let's see if he can knock these down. So Knicks in transition. I'm liking the transition. We're playing better defense. Using our hands. Second effort. As Josh knocks down the first one. 53-49. As you can see the season, 19-9 with Josh. Without, Knicks are 5-5. And a big difference with the offensive rating and defensive rating. We've given up 117 points without Josh compared to 111. That's a big swing. That 6-point swing, it's very important. Very important as Portland brings the ball up. And a simple alley-oop. Where's the defense by the Knicks? As Portland literally just inbound the basketball in a quick, easy bucket. It's no bueno. As Knicks are running the offense through Josh Hart, back out to Brunson. They run a guard pick and roll. Brunson stops and pops for three. No good. But they call a loose ball foul on Josh, as he definitely was a little aggressive on that. But hopefully the Knicks are not in a penalty. But yeah, no, it's a clear foul. It's a clear foul. It's over the top, Josh. No, no reason to speak with the refs on this one. That's clear as day. Oh, they got a dribble handoff, gets into the paint, mid range by Love. Love knocks it down. Look, Caleb Love. It's tough to stay in front. Caleb Love with 11 points, 4 for 7 from the field. I like this player, man. He looks like he's aggressive. If Cat gets into the paint on the ISO, that's what I'm talking about, Cat. Get your buckets. As another block, great defense by Cat as he's trailing. Holiday tries to get into the paint off a spin. Tries to lay it, catch it, excuse me. Let me get my one block per game. Or one block every other game. But we'll take it. 55-53. Drew Holiday guarded by Brunson. We seen that in the Boston series last year. As they call a loose ball foul on Hart again. Look, this is what can happen with Hart. He can be over aggressive as he pick up 2 quick fouls from grabbing the rebounds. So far, so good. So far, so good. With Cat leading the charge with 5 for 8 from the field, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, as he's leading the Knicks in scoring right now. But on the other end, similar with Caleb Love coming off the bench with 11 points. Shaedon Sharpe with 10 points for himself, as he is leading. Both of them are pretty much catching fire in this second quarter. Knicks with 21 points, and Portland right behind them with 19. I didn't expect for it to be a close game, but I think the Knicks can prevail in the second half if we bring that energy. But let's look at the minutes right now. I want to see how the minutes distribution is going with the Knicks. So far it's pretty fair. Clarkson coming in, only knocking down 1 3-pointer, but he's with 7 minutes. Diawara's always been getting his spurts minutes here and there, but 2 minutes so far, which is crazy. Brunson, 14. Deuce with 15. Mikal with 12. Cat with 14. OG with 15. Josh with 11. So pretty much at their standard minute section when it's about to be halftime. So far, so good. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from Cat. Cat leading the Knicks with the most attempts. And the distribution is all over. Hart with 7. OG with 6. Towns with 8. Bridges with 6. Brunson with 6. Deuce with 5. Mitch, 3 for 3. Look at Mitch with 6 and 5 already. Mitch is in 11 minutes. When Mitch got it going and he has the wind and he has that energy, it's unstoppable force, man. And especially him coming off the bench playing with the second unit of other teams. Mitch is typically a starter, so he can run amok energy-wise against everyone else. So, let's see. Then, of course, Knicks are showing a highlight of the last time we were in Portland, and we already know that story with Mikal knocking down a shot at the buzzer, the 3-pointer, which was I give Tibbs. It was a great call by Tibbs, because this is why I say Tibbs is good sometimes. On a couple plays before, Knicks realized that whenever they ran that pick and roll with Cat and Mikal, that they will go and drop coverage. So if they go and drop coverage or they switch, they've been going to drop coverage or switching more, which is still leaving Mikal with all that room to kind of facilitate, which is why he kind of led us in scoring that game. Tibbs knew, hey, if we run this high screen, there's going to be a big chance that they switch. And if they switch, Mikel let it fly. And that was the situation. Let that three-pointer fly, and we got the W. But Danny Avia just pumps faking on OG, gets him to commit and call a foul. This is my thing with OG. If he's pump faking, you getting into the paint, you don't gotta jump into him, OG. You pump fake, just throw that hand up. You don't gotta. OG be trying to block people's shots. I think that's his problem. But Danny Avia heads to the line. First shot up is no good. We like that. We like that. First shot, no bueno. But yeah, look at that. They said the first 4 seasons, this man been averaging 9 points. And then this year, 26. That's a big jump. He's runner up for most improved. That's his title already. But OG already with 3 fouls going against Danny Avia, as expected. But Portland goes into their zone. Brunson gets into the paint. Foul called and 1. It's Jalen Brunson time to close out this second quarter, excuse me. JB with 11, smooth 11, 4 for 7. This might be a really good, efficient night for JB to where he have like 26, 27 off of 13 attempts. Could be. Could be. Let's see if he could continue to and 1. 57 to 54. Knocks it down. 58 to 54. Knicks need to get into our defensive stance right now. Danny Avia bringing the ball up. We got Josh Hart on Danny. They attack the weak side out to Caleb Love. Love has been killing us. Step back jump shot, no good. Nick Brunson bringing the ball up. They go with a Brunson dribble. They run a double flare. Brunson catch and shoot three-pointer. I mean, not a catch and shoot, but an attempt of the 3. Offensive rebound by Cat. It is good. Let's go, Cat. Cat leading the charge. Just what I like to see. 8 offensive rebounds to the Knicks compared to Portland's 1 as Sharp attacks the basket, fouled by Mikel as he gets into the paint. Like I said, this is for us to create that distance right now. But Cat being aggressive on the offensive end, these guys can't mess with Cat. This should be like this every night. Right, Cat? Every night. This should be Cat every night. As Sharp is at the line. First free throw, it is good. 60 to 55. Let's see Sharp. Sharp doing this thing. As he is leading Portland right now. If he knocks down these free throws, he will have 12 points. And he does. Let's see. So they're trapping Brunson. So Mikel has to bring the ball up. On the left side. Back out to Brunson. Brunson top of the key. Screened by Josh. Brunson's being guarded by Sharp. They are trapping. Out to Josh in the middle. Josh out to Deuce. Deuce back out to Brunson. Pump fake. Euro steps. Back out to Cat. And it is good. Great decision making by Knicks. As Brunson Euro step into the lane and dishes it up to Cat for an easy bucket. But Danny Avia gets into the paint. No foul is called. Layup is good. As Knicks are going to fall back. See, this is what can happen now. Where they're seeing Danny Avia is being aggressive. The refs might call. As Cat is in the middle. Let's see. Nope. Cat be aggressive. As Cat just hurts his knees. Oh, God. No. Cat is looking hurt with his knees. Cat might have to come out as the knees buckled while he was in the paint. And that's the thing. I don't think Cat has a mid-range game. As, good God, Sharp just kind of gives a move to Cat. And Cat just kind of lets him go by. But Josh Hart at the top of the key. He's going to let that 3 fly.
3-point goal.
Look, 12 points for Josh. Look, instantly coming back. 12 points, 4 from 8 from the field. 3 for 4 from three-pointer. As Sharp comes right back and tries to knock down a 3 off a pick and roll to no avail. But I don't know. Do we need to sit down, Carve with that knee to make sure his knee is good? And that's the situation as Cat was starting to get it going, started have it feeling good. His knees buckled. But yeah, Towns in them knees, man. As Josh Hart bringing the ball up. So as you said, another ball handler. This is what's needed. But you got Drew Holiday on him, and Drew's going to bring that pressure. When they dish it off to Brunson. Brunson at the top of the key. Doesn't use the screen. Goes against it. Tries to knock down a three-pointer. No good. As the clock is turned off, 65 to 60. Knicks need to get this going. Wait, what's the call? Did they call a foul? So Danny Avia, she splits the screen. Josh looked like he pokes the ball, but they call a foul. Let's see. I don't know. Wait, did they call a foul or it went out of bounds? Okay, so look, they're gonna they look like we got a review going on right now. But I don't know what was the call on the floor though. Because it looked like Josh was the last one to hit it, but if they called a foul, okay, I think they called a foul. So their challenger played to see. I don't think that was a foul. But 4 seconds left on the clock. But if they win the challenge, then it pretty much is still going to be Portland ball because there's a swipe. Josh hit it last out of bounds. Still going to be Portland ball. So I don't. Would you challenge that? Yes, because possibility you can prevent them from scoring right now instead of sending him to the line. So maybe that is a good challenge. You still win your challenge. You could lose this timeout, which is perfectly fine, but they're going to win the challenge. So it's still going to be Portland's basketball. It's just that Danny Avia is not headed to the free throw line. So I guess you could say that's a good call. See, look, overturned. So yeah, they called a foul, but initially got overturned. So I guess it's good because yeah, how many fouls? Oh, Josh would have had 4 fouls. Makes sense to challenge, 100%. 100% makes sense to challenge. Zero point 0.4 seconds. Let's see if Knicks could defend perfectly well. Yeah. Let's see. 4 seconds left. Let's see. Knicks are in a. Oh, wait. How did they leave Caleb open for the three? But he gets into the paint. No foul is called. Rebound by Mitch. But Caleb, was that Caleb Love? Yeah, that was Caleb Love. Caleb Love had a clear, wide open 3-point shot. He did not take it. Figured he could get into the paint, draw a foul. But he ran into the Loch Ness Monster, Mitchell Robinson. Knicks put up 31 in the second quarter compared to Portland's 26. Great performance as Karl Anthony Towns is finally arrived. We finally see something brewing with Cat. As Cat has 15 points at the half, 7 rebounds. With how many assists? I think he has, 3 assists? Yeah, 3 assists. So we'll take this from Cat. We'll take this. OG with 10 points. Brunson with 11. Mikal with 8. Knicks just looking like a stacked unit right now. With 12, 10, 15, 8, and 11. We're so used to Deuce coming in and being productive off the bench. But Deuce with 18 minutes. Deuce is yet to be seen tonight. 0 for 6, 0 for 5 from 3-pointers. So with 1 assist. But he's still a +3. Why? Because if it's one thing we learned with Tibbs was here, you could do more in a game of basketball than just score the bucket. There's other ways of being productive. And for Deuce, that is putting pressure on the ball, trapping, and playing defense. And so far, it looks like that's all he's bringing tonight, which is totally fine. As long as we get the dub, as long as we get the lead, that is good. But talk to me, Knicks fans. Talk to me. How are we feeling about the game tonight? The rhythm, the rotation. How are we feeling with what we're doing against Portland? Because Sharp to seem like he can get to wherever he wants to. He got 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, but he hasn't made a 3-pointer. I don't want to jinx it, but so far it looked like we're doing good. And then we're containing Danny Avia. Danny with 4 made baskets, 8 attempts, still 50%. I guess, is that considered containing somebody? We're so used to players putting on 20 at the half against us that a normal stat sheet at the half, somebody going 4 for 8. We're like, oh yeah, no, it's being contained. But he's been to the line 5 times, so that's his aggression. With him being aggressive, getting to the line. But he is a -7. So that means the Knicks their game plan is to really take him out of it. And I think that's working because he only has 3 assists. Granted, he averaged 7. So all he needs is another 3.5 within this next half to kind of meet his average. But your goal as a defender, your goal as a ball player is to either keep someone at their season average or below, right? So if we could keep Danny at 7 or below on assists, that's good. If we could keep him at 7 or below on rebounds, that's great. Definitely 24 points. We need to keep him below 24. So which he only kind of needs 11 points. So that might be tough to kind of keep him for 11 at the next half. But the Knicks I think we're doing good. I would love to see Diawara more, but then it's like, who minutes does he take? So I just need, be grateful with what I have. But Mitch has been solid. Mitch was 11 minutes, 3 for 3 from the field. He's getting the ball movement. 4 offensive rebounds for Mitch. Right, with 5 total, 2 steals, 1 assist, and a block. We all know a healthy Mitch is a stat stuffer. Where he could get the points, he could get the rebounds, the block shots. We all know Mitch is great in the passing lane with steals. So that's looking good. Let me bring the stats up so you can see what Mitch does on that end. 100% shooting, but Mitch is a -2. I don't know how he's a -2 in a plus and minus. But I love the big lineup that they had with Cat. Cat found him attacking the paint numerous times and Mitch finished. This is what happens where you got it going. And I think it's very pivotal I might have to switch it up to this. I think it's very pivotal for Cat to be the focal point on offense because mentally for him, emotionally for him, it gets him going. Brunson, he can get it going when he needs to. He could turn that switch on regular. I don't think he needs someone else to build his ego up to do that. For Cat, he's that type of player where he might need that boost of where he's constantly getting fed and putting him in the best position to succeed. So one thing about Tibbs, and I do commend Tibbs, Tibbs will bring out the best out of a player. His star players. He's going to drain you, pause, but you're going to get the best out of you. And he put Cat in the best positions to score, right? Cat was shooting high 43 from 3-point line, high mid 50s from the 2. That was efficient. And why? Top of the key, 3-point shots, right? He was attacking a lot last year with great space. They rarely used him as a facilitator last year, but he still had his moments, but they were on the wing. When we see Cat facilitate now, he's at the top of the key. Right? Bring him down. Bring him a little lower, post, but on the wing, the 45. Put him on the 45. Let him operate the 45. Put him in a triple threat and let Cat survey the floor or be aggressive. But his first instinct should be attack, right? When he's aggressive early in the games, then now players will have to adjust to that. Technically, the defense will have to adjust to that. And then he can start facilitating. But you can't facilitate first and then be aggressive. It's not going to work out because your mindset now is, okay, I got to find this person doing that. When early on you could see, okay, let me find the seams here. Let me see what work here. Let's play chess on this. This is what's happening tonight. Cat being aggressive, leading the team with attempts, 10 attempts, 7 for 10, right? That 3-point shot hasn't been dropping for him. So I will restrain from taking those crazy long 3-point shots, ridiculous 3-point shots. You open, let it fly. But for the most part, he's rarely open. So can we design some plays to get Cat easy 3-point shot? This man is supposed to be, statistic-wise, the greatest shooting big. We're not seeing that this year. Is it possibly more because, is it possible we're seeing this because the ball is in his hands more? Because remember, he's doing facilitating duties. He's the initial offense was to bring the ball in. He's surveying the floor. So he's exhorting more. Then, of course, we're telling him to play solid defense. So I don't know. Could that be a possibility? But either way, you train your body to prepare for this. You knew what type of coach you were getting, and so you should have known that my endurance is going to be needed. So, but that's neither here or there. Cat is doing what he needs to now. Brunson only 9 attempts, 11 points right now. You know he's going to turn it up, but 5 assists is the key. JB 5 assists. This man averaged 6 or 7 assists per game. So he's halfway to having a double-double because Brunson is trying to facilitate more and with 4 rebounds. What JB we got? Roles are switching. Is that because Josh Hart is back and Josh is pushing the pace, getting things brewing, right? Even though he only has 2 rebounds, he have 3 assists, definitely 2 turnovers and 2 fouls. But this is what Josh do. He's a stats stuffer. Pause. But so far, so good. I think coach is coaching a good game. Great plays down the stretch. Great energy. The substitution, which have been Achilles' heel for us, is actually looking pretty good right now. I think the minutes distribution is good with a couple foul trouble from Josh. OG with the foul trouble. We're still able to, mix the players. What was a big issue was when Josh was down and OG was in foul trouble, or even Mikal was in foul trouble. We didn't have someone that we could go to and feel confident, even though it could have been Diawara, but then they would bring in Yabusele. And coach, I don't think he cared too much for Yabusele, even though later on he started to get better. But he was like, we need a forward that's going to come in and be solid. And with Josh gives us that versatility for him to play multiple forward spots. When OG goes down or when Mikal go down, you still have someone that could bring that energy, that could bring that style that works for us. So with Josh coming back, it might change the trajectory of the team to W's. I know that sounded like mad lame, but I think so. But so far, so good. Knicks are rotating. Talk to me. Is this an easy breeze W for the Knicks to come out? Third quarter, knock down a couple threes, play defense, and we kind of blow them out? Or this is going to be a close to the wire, similar to the Phoenix game, similar to the OKC game, to where we're rotating and doing our thing. Hold on, this is my cuz calling. Let me tell cuz that I'm doing my show real quick. Yo, cuz I'm doing my show right now. You supposed to know that because you're supposed to be watching.
You on YouTube or Twitch?
Nah, I'm on YouTube.
Alright, damn, I'm gonna see you right now.
Baby, but I don't. Matter of fact, I don't even know if you got my Knicks account. Do you got my Knicks account?
I probably don't. What's the Asylum one?
Nah, see, nah, that's my gaming one. That's my gaming one. I'll send it to you though. But let me get back to the show though. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah. Alright, yo, they can hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Yo, shout out to the chat. W's in the chat. I love y'all niggas, man.
Of course, that's the cuzzo right there. Let me send a link to the cuz real quick. Copy link. Send a link to the cuz. 1 second. All right, so we back. Had to send that link over to the cuz. So, where did I left off at? All right, keys to the second half. I think that's more important right now. Keys to the second half. How we could get the W, and push forward. Let's bring in this zoom in. All right, key to the second half. It's defensive pressure. When we first started the game, Knicks were trapping. We were getting into the Portland Trail Blazers. So I think that's one of the key is to bring that same intensity, bring that same energy, and knock them off their sets. That's very important, is to kind of get them off their sets. All right, once you get them off their sets, getting them into late shot clock possessions. Why? When you get into late shot clock possessions, that's when you need to scramble to produce offense rather than you being confident into running your offense and being in the position for you that you know you need to score. So get them off the sets. That's what Phoenix did with us last few games. That's what a lot of teams has been doing with us. That's how Indy beat us in the Eastern Conference Finals. Is definitely that pressure getting us there. Appreciate you, cuz. Definitely appreciate you rocking. I see you. So yes. So that's the aspect for just to get into them, pressing on the defense with that. Another key thing for us is attacking and fast break. We had Josh pushing the pace. You 4 from 8 from the field, but you saw him in transition, him running the pass. He was knocking it down. So I think the pace for this one is very pivotal. Why? Because then there's more possessions for each player. As Josh, 8 attempts, OG 6 attempts, Cat with 10, Mikal with 6, Brunson with 9, Deuce with 6, right? All those attempts comes with the pace possessions. So if we continue with the pace and run Portland out, run them out, but then most importantly, stay from fouling. I think if we stay from fouling, we're set, game done. We wrap this, we put this in the bag. So those are the major keys to pretty much beating Portland, getting us another road victory, which, Knicks struggle mightily on the road. Like we're pretty much a bad team on the road, but we need to change that around, and hopefully this starts with this W out in Portland and continue, because we got multiple games on the road now. So we definitely need to close this one out, lock it out, and we'll see. Because talk to me. I know you wanted to hit me up. You could let me know what you was. You probably wanted me to join his RP. Cuz be on the RP. So definitely be on the lookout for Quan's TV on YouTube as well, where he be playing the Grand Theft Auto 5 role playing. Funny dude, man. Funny dude. Definitely next one up and coming. Definitely. But Knicks is bringing the ball up. Back to it. Brunson midi. You know what Brunson does in the mid-range game? It's cash. As Knicks start the quarter going up 69-70 as we get the defense going. Got Danny Avia look like he's being aggressive coming downstream. Passes it weak side up to the corner. As he gets into the paint, the hook shot, it is good. I don't even know this dude, and he's been balling. That might be Kamara. Kamara's the one with the hook shot into the paint. He's been killing. He's been killing right now. As the Knicks get into their offensive set, let's see out to Brunson. Brunson's going to be aggressive, but they're trapping. Out to Josh. Josh out to Cat for the 3.
3-point goal.
Let's go. Knicks are back in it with the ball movement from Josh. As Josh has played a pivotal role, he moves the basketball. It doesn't stick with Josh. He's very important. But Danny Avia gets back into the pick and roll. As Josh stole a ball up, we like it. Out to Brunson. Brunson left-hand layup. It is good. As the Knicks 72-62, 10-point lead. What I said, pace. Pace. This is what I'm talking about. Knicks with the pace right now. Bringing it to. This is legit. This is what I like from my Knicks, right? When we play great defense, we run the paint. It's solid. And Josh diving for the basketball. It's legit. This is the energy that we need, ladies and gents. It is tough. It is tough. Cuz what it do? So, definitely. This is the turnaround possession that we're talking about. Quick 7-2 run right now to start the quarter. Knicks bringing that energy. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about for the Knicks. This is what we like. It's a possession game. Of course, it's a possession game. But, hold on, let me see. Am I missing anything? Nah, because I don't think anybody. Right, it's a possession game. More possessions. Get the ball rolling, right? Don't slow it down for Portland. Speed it up. Let them make decisions that they're not used to. And Josh Hart is a disruptor. I think, right? It was like when Josh comes back, it solves all our issues because he's another facilitator, right? Who looks for players that can get it going. He looked for Mikal. He looks for OG. He looks for Cat. He looks for Brunson. So with someone else that's out there that can facilitate makes it easy for our guys. And right now, it is looking easy. And I don't know if you want to say, oh, well, this is Portland. You know, Portland is currently 19-20. They're below 500 teams. They're on a 5-game winning streak. Right? Portland on a 5-game winning streak. And they're no slouch. You know who they beat? I just told you, like, who they beat earlier. They beat Houston twice. They beat the Spurs. Right? Of course, they beat New Orleans. But you beat the Spurs with Wemby. You beat the Rockets twice. We didn't even face the Rockets yet, you know. But they beat them twice. This is pardon me. This is a team that's on a streak right now. So regardless of their record, it's always tough to beat a team that's on a winning streak. So we'll see. But 7-2 run to start the quarter. Let's just get them out this game, right? Let's get them out the game. Already with Josh coming back, Josh is definitely winning defensive player. He's definitely winning defensive player. Just from off the energy alone, his vibes. Totally understand why incorporating and putting him in the starting lineup makes sense. And now he's starting going against Danny Avia only because OG is in foul trouble. And it makes sense. As Knicks are in the zone coverage, Shaden Sharp pumps fakes. He gets into the paint, dishes it out. 3-pointer no good, but tip basket is waved off. As Williams tip rebounded, and it pretty much went off. So 72-64 as Knicks bring the ball up. They run a high pick and roll. Let's see. Brunson steps into the 3-point shot. Is no good as he doesn't have it. Rebound. Let's see. Sorry, I had it down. Okay, Nick stole the ball. Pass it out to Mikal. Mikal just mixed a dunk, but stolen by Avia. Avia in transition, but he's going to take it all the way. Layup it is good, but Knicks are still moving the pace as it's 72-64. As they run a guard pick and roll, as Brunson needs to survey the court. He just had Josh wide open. But Cat right into the middle. Out to Mikal. Tips it up to Josh. Josh gets into the paint. Back out to Brunson. Back out to Mikal. Mikal gets into it. Mid-range from Mikal. No good. Rebound by Cat. Back out to Mikal for three, and he hits the side corner. Okay, this ain't it. Let's get back on D. As Sharp gets into transition, misses that rebound by OG. OG got the ball, bringing it up. Let's see what they run. As OG trying to go ISO, gets into the paint. Euro steps. Floater, no good. As he just exerted all that energy. Denny Avia to Kamara. Kamara out to who? Who's number 31? No, that's 91. Casiko. As Casiko gets down the bucket. As we need to slow it down. Let's slow it down. Josh is bringing the ball up. Back out to Brunson. Brunson back out to Mikal. Kel at two. Hart at the top of the key. Back to Cat. As Cat surveying the court. Dish it off to Brunson. Brunson with a bad pass to Hart. Hart catches it for a 2-point shot. No good. Rebound by Danny Avia. As Sharp gets into transition. Out to Kamara. Kamara left hand 3-pointer. No good. Rebound by Cat. I think a timeout needs to be called. We got to regroup the guys, though. It's a lot of ups and downs, uncertainty right now. Knicks need to run their set, but like I said, they all over the place. As they run a pick and roll, Portland traps Brunson. Dishes out to Hart. Hart out to Mikal. Mikal back to Cat. Cat steps, mid-range jump shot is good. I like that shot by Cat from the midi. We need to see more mid-range. But Danny Avia gets into the mid-range, goes up, and it is fouled as he's aggressive on the pick and roll. As Danny gets to the line. Let's see. 74-68 right now. How many fouls Cat got right now? Cat was with 2 fouls, but Cat with 20 points. 20 points. Brunson with 15. It makes sense to get Cat busy early. Why? Because Brunson could turn it up when he wants to. Feed the Cat. What's that lawn? Feed it. Feed your lawn. Feed it. It's the same thing with Cat. Get Cat going early. Brunson could always take over in the fourth. But I like it so far. I like it. As Deuce McBride comes into the game, so who sits down? Looks like who sat down? Oh, Josh is sitting down. But Danny Avia, back-to-back free throw attempts for Denny as he is becoming aggressive. This is part of the call that I said where we need to be mindful of Danny being aggressive and getting to the free throw line. So keys to victory is not sending this man to the line. All right, you're stopping the shot clock while they're adding points on board. That's the easiest way to come back into a game, guys. The easiest way. So let's see. Danny make one, miss one, but we'll take it. As Cat gets the ball. Oh, almost pushed off from Brunson. No call. 74-69. Mikal catch and shoot 3-pointer.
3-point goal.
Let's go. 77-69. Let's see. Out to Williams. Williams with a bounce pass to Danny Avia as the Knicks just falls asleep on a back cut. It's too easy. It's too easy, guys. We got to get it going. Brunson go against the screen. Gets into the paint. Out to Cat. Cat tries to draw a foul when he should have just shot the 3-pointer. Come on, Cat. Cat is doing extra stuff. Back out to Kamara. Kamara back out to Williams. As Sharp cuts down, pass it out to Avia. Avia gets it to the paint. Back to Sharp. Sharp tries to dish it out. Give it up to Williams. Williams catch and shoot 3. What? Williams knocked down a 3? This man is 1 from 9 from the field, and he knocks it down from 3-point line. It's crazy. It's what always happens against the Knicks. You got random people. Well, I guess Williams worked on that, but he just caught it, popped it, and knocked it down. Time Lord. Told you he was on the Knicks radar at a point in time. Shooting like that, he could definitely come back. I don't mind. I do not mind. But right now, so far, so good. 77 to 74. Portland is kind of putting the pressure to the Knicks. They scored in 14 in this third quarter compared to the Knicks 7. So our quick and early 7-1 run is definitely about to get erased due to Portland putting up a run on their own with a random 3-point shot by Williams. But on the upside, on a good side, you have Cat with 20 and 10, 9 for 13, 69 from the field, 66 from 3. This is what we know and love from Cat. This is what we know and love from Cat. Now, Brunson shooting 50% from the field, shooting too many threes, 2 for 7, 28.6. These are shots that he usually makes, so I'm not criticizing him on that. So we'll take it. We like the aggressive Brunson, mainly when he attacks and gets into the paint. But when he's in rhythm, he can knock it down. Now, I can also say he might not be in rhythm because everyone else is eating. He doesn't have the most attempts that he usually do. By now, Brunson would have had 20 attempts. It would have been efficient, but he would have had 20 attempts and he would have been rolling. So those 3-pointers that we see missing would have been makes because of that rhythm that he's in. So I don't know, it's a give or take in these situations of feeding Cat to a certain extent, but then how do we get Brunson going without it looking like he's chucking or he's being overly aggressive? This is why I say it's tough. It's tough playing winning basketball or systematic basketball. Because you want certain players to get it going, you got to feed them. But then that takes away from others. So it is what it is. But it is what it is. I guess I could leave that there and just kind of switch it back. Yeah, this is one thing about it's a delay with the TV. With my TV compared to what's going on ESPN, like ESPN is like so far ahead right now. They're like 5 minutes and 29 seconds. I'm still at 6 minutes. But Knicks come out to play, pass it out to OG. OG out to Mitch. Mitch is blocked. But then I like the aggressiveness from Mitch. Okay, Mitch. But then that's a left-hand layup. Mitch tried to two-hand that dunk. He's a good block. I give it to him. That was a beautiful block. But Brunson coming off the curl for the 3-point shot. Yeah, his legs are not there. He's not in rhythm either, but that's fine. We can still play some defense. Danny Avia is guarded by Mitchell Robinson off the pick. So let's see Danny close the ISO on Mitch. Mitch puts his hands down. Ball in and out. No foul is called. But Klinger is blocked. And rebound by Brunson. Brunson bringing the ball up. Let's see. Does he want to pick and roll? He goes against it. Euro step in it. High floater. It is good. Brunson with the left-hand floater. This is what I said. Brunson attacking the paint is what we need. We like the 3-pointer sometimes. But Love come back. Shoots the 3-pointer. No good. Rebound by... Who is that dude? Is that Kamara? Got rebounded? Nah, it's Ultra Black dude. Oh, that's Drew Holiday. I'm about to say, look, no lie. Portland got a lot of dark-skinned dudes with dreads. But Brunson come through with that left-hand floater high off the glass. We'll take it. 79 to 74 right now. As Portland inbounds the ball, Josh Hart almost steals it for Danny Avia. Avia passes out to Kamara. Kamara catch and shoot 3. No good. Tip back to Danny. Danny back over to Love. Love catch and shoot 3. No good. Rebound by Mitchell Robinson. Knicks are staying pat. on that. As Brunson, oh yeah, Brunson is in attack mode. I could tell. With Cat on the bench, this is all Brunson game right now. Brunson, but he's getting trapped. What he do? Pass it to catch and shoot right back out to Deuce. Deuce, can he gets on the board and it's about time. It's about time. But Love, Knicks just sleep on a defensive end, and he's able to get right into the thick of things and scores on the layup. As Knicks do not get back defensively. Knicks are running their set. They run the high pick and roll. Brunson's being aggressive. Tries to draw the foul. Turns the ball over. As Danny Alva gets into the paint and dunks it in transition. As it is 82-78. Knicks is just falling asleep on the defensive end. Let's see Mikel coming off the screen. Midi from Mikel. We all know that's cash from Mikel. It's about time. So Portland in transition, they get it in. They're trying to set their offense now. They dribble handoff on the wing. You got Brunson guarding Love. Caleb Love tries to draw the foul. Passes it back up to Kamara. Kamara out to Danny Avia for a deep three. In and out. Great box out by Mikel. And Brunson bringing the ball up. Brunson, you got to give that ball up. A strong pick by Brunson. As he watches it, out to Deuce. Deuce, another catch and shoot. Three, no good. Rebound by Mikel. Mikel gets it, passes it out to Brunson. Brunson, left-hand floater is cash money. 86-78. Knicks are here. You got Mikel guarding Love. They run a pick and roll. Gets into the paint. Dishing out to Danny Avia. Avia out to Drew Holiday. Catch and shoot three, no good. Who they call? As they call the out of bounds on the Knicks. As Klinger tipped it, but it also looked like Brunson did it as well. But this is a good game. But Portland inbound in the play. You got Sharp coming off a pin down. Pump fake at the three. Back out to Klinger. Back out to Love. Back out to Kamara. Stolen by Clarkson. Let's see what Jordan Clarkson do. As he pulled the ball out. Deuce catches it. Gets into the paint. Floater. It is good. Let's go Deuce. As Knicks are back on defense. Drew Holiday passes it out. That looked like that's to Kamara. Back out to Drew. Drew being guarded by Cat. And he just blow-bys him, but loses the ball. Pardon me. 88-78 right now. Let's see Deuce bringing the ball up, being guarded by Kamara. He's pressing. They run a ghost screen. As Cat gets into the corner, we got the double big lineup. As Josh Hart is leading it. Mid-range jump shot, no good. As, okay, look, rebounded by Klinger. I mean, so far, so good. It's looking good. It's looking clean right now. I like it. As Drew Holiday bring the ball up. Oh, they just allowed them to get into the basket with ease right now. That is too easy. Way too easy. As Deuce runs a pick and roll, he gets under it. Runs another set back out to Josh. Josh packs it out to Cat. They trap Cat. Gives it up. Swings it. Clarkson catch and shoot. No good as it falls short. But Portland in transition. Euro step Love is just an instant bucket getter as it is 88-82. But Josh Hart is in transition right now. Let's see. As they are running a zone right now. Mitch at the top of the key. Mitch needs to be aggressive and get into the paint on that situation. Josh pumps fake. Floaters up. It is good. 90-82. It's Knicks trying to hold it. 40-something seconds left to go. Pass it out to Love. Love being guarded by Clarkson. As he calls for the ISO. Nope, they run a pick and roll. Cat and drop coverage. Love just walks into the deep three, and it is good. As Love off the bench, he's been killing. He has 18. Game within 5, 90-85. Portland is staying with the Knicks. Portland with 25 points. Knicks with the same. As we have 21 seconds left to go. Let's see what they call. As Deuce goes against the three-point line. Passes it out to Cat. And Cat is fouled. But who's number 91? Kaisiko. Yeah, I gotta see it. But 15 seconds left to go. Mitch is gonna sit down as Brunson come in the game. Brunson, key clutch moment. Brunson, what you got for us, JB? What do you have for us? All right, Knicks inbound the ball. Out to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Kamara. Seconds is going off. Gets into the paint. Bounces off his knee. Out to Clarkson. Clarkson for the three. No good. Rebound. And they say it's Knicks basketball with 0.09 seconds left to go on the clock. So let's see what play they run. Haven't really seen a side out of bounds play for the Knicks that's like elite. So let's see what they do. Cat on the wing, Clarkson in the paint. Deuce's free throw extended. He curls out as he did not get it off. It actually wasn't a bad play. It was not a bad play. I like the design of that. But we didn't get the shot off. Even kill with 25 points apiece scored in this third quarter. Knicks are up by 5. Portland keeping it a close game. Keeping it a close game. This is a tough one. The reason why it's a tough one is because I can't understand why Portland is still in this game. Right? How is Portland still in this game? Danny Avia, 22 points. That's totally fine. With 5, Shaden Sharp with 5 rebounds. And Caleb Love with 5 assists. You know what? It just dawned on me. That's why it's a close game. Caleb Love, who's coming off the bench, this dude got 19 points right now. That's exactly why we're down. We have 18. 4 from 8 from the 3-point line. 7 from 14 for the field. So Caleb Love. Who is this Caleb Love dude? With 5 assists as well and 3 rebounds. And he's been killing. Like you said, he's been averaging 19 in his 5-game winning streak. So you pairing him with Danny Avia, they're moving and grooving. Shaden Sharp, he's doing his thing, but he only had 24 minutes. We got 12 minutes left to go, guys. 12 minutes left to go. And then I just see a notification that just came in right now that the Philadelphia Eagles just got eliminated. We Giants fans over here, so get them up out of there. 49ers is heading on. They beat Philly. I would have loved to watch the game, but Knicks is more important right now. But we got to find a reason to defend Caleb Love. Without rebounding Portland 40-36. On the assists 24-20. So we're beating them in the statistics and the stats. I'm not sure why we're not doing a little better. A little better, especially with Mikal with 13, Cat with 20. For OG to have 10, it's a little iffy. But the aspect that I do like is that OG only played 22 minutes, and we got 12 more minutes to go. So even if he plays the entire fourth quarter, which he won't, he won't. That'll be 34 minutes, which is at his average. So he would play probably 30 minutes. But we are back at it. As Danny Avia, they run a pick and roll. Knicks look like they're in the zone because they are all over the place. But a block shot by what's the name, but passes out to Williams. Williams is called for the and one on Cat. But this is just a mix-up play. Second chance opportunity as Josh Hart blocks the shot. Knicks almost have the rebound, but Holiday's extra effort. He gets into the paint, passes it up to Williams. Williams gets the and one against Cat. As it is 90 to 87. If Williams knocks down this free throw, which he does, ladies and gents, it's a 2-point game. It's a 2-point game. So let's go. Let's see what the Knicks do. Brunson is on the floor as we have Deuce, Clarkson, Hart, Towns, and OG. So OG on the top of the wing. Let's see what he do. In and out three. Blocked by Williams with 1.2 seconds left to go on the shot clock as the Knicks is just coming out with the lackluster energy, which is so crazy because Williams just jumped on that and blocked it, similar to how Mitch used to do. But Knicks with 1.2 seconds left to go. Let's see what they do. As Josh is the inbounder, OG comes off the curl and just throws the ball away. But Holiday's in transition. Knicks get back out to Danny Avia being guarded by Hart. He misses that good defense by Josh. Josh in transition. He's attacking it. Back out to OG. OG gets into the paint. Euro step, and it is good. Huh. We needed that. 92 to 88. Knicks get back on D. As Holiday is guarded by Josh. They run a pick and roll. As Holiday gets into the paint. And they called a foul. They call a foul. They call a foul, guys. But Josh, Josh always gives it and he always takes it away. This man, literally on the inbound play, tosses the ball. It just goes over OG and everyone. And it's a turnover. It's crazy. As 92-89. Close game. So let's see Deuce bringing the ball up. So now these are moments where Deuce or Clarkson should be getting it going. Or even through Cat. Let's see what offense they run. They run the similar play with Cat at the top. He comes down, passes it off to Josh. Josh steps in for a three. That should be good, but it's too strong. Rebound by Danny Avia. Pushing it up by Drew Holiday. Now, Drew's been the difference maker. I'm not going to lie. He's been bringing energy as he gets into the paint. Passes it out to Sharp. Sharp alley-oops up to Williams. Oh, my God. As it is a tie game right now. As Portland is trying to take the Knicks out of their unit. It's a 14-4 run in the last 4 minutes. This Knicks just kind of blown that lead. As Deuce is at the top of the key, they're trying to call a play as they have Cat on a mismatch. But OG gets into the paint, step back out. Knicks don't know what to do offensively. As Deuce almost trips and falls, shoots up the three, in and out. It's Danny Avia bringing the ball up. He got Josh Hart on him. They want a high screen. He doesn't use it. He gets around it. Danny gets into the paint, draws the foul, and one. As it's 92 to 94. Foul called as it looks like Portland is going to the stretch as they're 16-4 run. With the possibility of him heading to the line. Come on, Knicks. Come on. This is what we talking about. This is what we talking about. So, who do they bring in? They sit Cat down. So Mitchell Robinson, Jalen Brunson, Mikael Harton, OG. So you're starting five, but with Mitchell Robinson. Let's see if that can make a difference. As wow, look, yeah, and one leaders, Danny Avia is tied with Luka Doncic for the most and ones in the league. If that don't tell you the improvement and the calls that this guy is getting, obviously you have to play well, but then the refs need to be on your side as well. So kudos to Danny Avia as he knocks down the free throw, 95-92. As the Knicks need to get it going right now, as OG has the ball and bringing it up. OG with the double flare back out to Mikael. Mikael stops and pop for the midi. That should be good. Let's go, Mikael. Let's get this brewing. Let's get some defense. Love gets into the paint. Knicks almost turns it over, but a foul is called on Brunson. As this dude just come jumping all over the place. Casico. This dude is just all over the place. But good hands by Brunson. Almost steals the ball. Tips it up to Calicio or whatever. But a foul is called on JB as their legs get tangled up. But Danny Avia coming off a flare. Gets into the paint. Back out to Love. Love to Kamara. Kamara guarded by Josh in the paint. And a foul is called by Josh as Kamara gets into the paint. As like you said, it's one thing about Josh. Josh could be aggressive. And Josh already with 4 fouls. Yeah, he leaned into him. Josh, you got to stay up, my man. Stay up on that contest. $95-94. All right, 94-96. Can he knock down this last bucket? A bucket, it is good. So 3-point lead by Portland. Let's see if the Knicks can do it. Brunson bringing the ball up. They run a pick and roll. He goes against it. He gets into the paint. Bucket is no good, but Brunson draws the foul as he gets into the paint. As this is JB time. This is what it is. But the defense, like, where's our defense at right now? Figure the defense is not there. As JB knocks down the first free throw, let's go. Let's go. 95-97. Brunson knocks down both. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. 96-97. Caleb Love gets into the paint. Drag, step back, dribble. No good. Rebound by Mitch. Let's go, Knicks. This is our time, JB. Mikael catches it. Pulls up for the 3.
3-point goal.
Let's go. Knicks take that 1-point lead. Let's get the defense going. This is the stretch, guys. Danny Avia runs a high pick and roll. He switches on Mitch. Mitch back on Danny. He calls ISO. Let's see if Mitch can move those feet. Danny tries to shoot a 3. No good. Tip out. Back to Brunson. Brunson is slowing the ball up. Back out to OG. OG gets into the paint. And it is called a foul with OG trying to go up for the left hand layup. Let's go, Knicks. Let's get a little let's go chant. All right, let's go. This is a stretch we need right now. But Portland is still in it, though. As OG. Remember the last time OG was at the line? He missed the 2 when we try to put that comeback against Portland. But buries the first shot. Knicks are up 3 at the moment. Sharp is back into the game. Kalen Love, Sharp, Klinger, Avia, Kamara. As OG knocks down both shots. Now let's see what happens. Let's play some defense. All right. You got Love setting the guard screen and Brunson shoots over it. Love just catch and shoot to do it. That was a bad defensive decision by Brunson to try to trap Danny Avia. That made no sense. They trapped it. He gave the ball up. Love was wide open for the 3. Brunson got to be more mindful of that. But great screen by by Mitch, Floater, it is up 103 to 100. Knicks are there. But Shaden Sharp gets into the paint, guarded by OG, blocked by Mitch. We like it. Mitch is guarded by Klinger. Danny Avia gets into the paint, stays down. Knicks are staying with them. You got Love guarded by Brunson. Hits him with the tween. Pull up 3, no good. Rebound and fouled by Klinger. Klinger he's been killing us on the boards. But Mitch fouls him, send him to the line. It's close. It is close, but Mitchell Robinson sends him to the line. 100 to 103. Klinger headed to the line, could potentially bring Portland within 1. It's a close game. Close game. We need this game, by the way. We need this game. Why? Keep Boston at bay. Right now, Boston lost last night. I forgot who did Boston play. I want to say Boston played the Spurs. Right? Boston played the Spurs, and I think Spurs gave them that L. So it's up for us to keep Boston at bay, because I need the banner. I need the Eastern Conference. I need the division. I need the division title for the Knicks. I need the division title. Right now we're 24-14. Boston is 24-14. This will obviously give us 25-14. But then it also plays into the role, right? It also plays into the role where is it the 50-20 rule? Right? Before you get your 20th loss, you should have 50 wins. That's what determines if you're a championship team or not. That is the Phil Jackson term, which it makes sense. It makes sense. I think so. With 50 wins, our road to 50 wins. If we could get to 50 wins before we get to 20 losses, from Phil Jackson's philosophy, you're considered a championship team. Oh, I want to say, or was it 40? Was it 40 wins? Get to 40 wins before 20 losses. Actually, no, I think it's 50. I think it's 50, the Phil Jackson philosophy. Which, for the most part, usually whoever win the championship, that is true. Same with Boston when they won it. Same with OKC when they won it. And those are your last 2 champions. So we'll see. But Portland's starting to get some energy right now with Danny Avia getting to the paint. He's at 25 right now, 8 for 16. 3 rebounds, 4 assists. So at least we keeping all his other average down. And like I said, if you can play somebody well, is to keep them below their average. So I see. Still early, man. Still early. 6 minutes to go. When we get to that 2-minute mark, that's when it gets tight. That's when it get close. That's when it's close, rather, when it's 2 minutes. I think my Knicks could prevail and do well. Let's see. But Klinger, he knocks down the first shot. That is good. And it looks like he knocks down both shots. Both shots is good. It's a big man with the touch. As look, they're pressing right now. Get the ball out of JB's hands. I don't want him to exert so much energy right now. But Brunson gets into the paint. Floats it up to OG. OG catch and shoot three. He definitely didn't position himself well for that jump shot. His body was contorted in different ways. Come on, OG. That make no sense. That make no sense. But Sharp gets into the paint, passes it out to Love. Love looked like he traveled, but Sharp wide open for three. He sidesteps. No good. Rebounds by Mitch. Let's go. As Brunson bringing the ball up. Let's go, JB. What we got? What we got? Look like they want to run a high pick and roll. He gets under it. He's tween, gets into the paint. Let's see the mid-range from Brunson. No good. Rebound by Mitch. Back out to Deuce. Deuce back out to OG. OG gets into the paint. Back out to Brunson. Mikal catch and shoot three. Rhythm shot. Looks good, but to no avail. As Portland brings it up. Sharp gets into the paint. Turns the ball over. Knicks in transition. You got numbers. Be aggressive. What? As Mikal tried to throw it up to OG. OG had no legs and missed it. Back out to Love. Love gets into the paint over Brunson. Looks like he traveled. But back out to Klingon. Klingon back out to Sharp. Sharp gets into the paint off of Deuce. Excuse me. Floater is good. What is going on with the Knicks? What is going on with the Knicks? Come on. Brunson bringing the ball up. He's being pressed. They pass it up to Mikal. Mikal needs to get across before the 17 seconds. Ref do not call it. He definitely was late. But Brunson tried to catch and shoot three off a curl. No good. He gets into the paint. Mid-range jump shot. In and out. Rebound by Klingon. Danny Avia brings the ball up. Why is nobody pressing? Look, OG's tired. He's been in the game too long. Look, I didn't think he was going to keep him in that long. But they run a pick and roll. Brunson switch on Danny Avia. Brunson on the wing. Twing by Avia. Gets into the paint. He sticks his ground. The shot is no good. That could have went either way. Refs could have called it. But let's see. Jalen Brunson catches it on the wing. Almost loses it. Gets back on it. And he did lose it. But he throws it away straight to Deuce. Deuce back out to Brunson. A new shot clock. Knicks is having my pressure up. But he is trapped. Brunson is trapped out to OG. OG pumps shake. Knocks down a three. 106 to 109 as OG knocks down a corner three-pointer. That looked like more of an OG shot as he is set. But Knicks are on it playing defense. Danny Avia at the top of the key. They set a pick for him. Now Brunson is on Avia. And OG steals the ball. Knicks got numbers. Deuce steps into the three-point shot. It's good. Timeout. Portland. Huh. Knicks sure know how to keep us on our toes as back-to-back three. One from OG. One for Deuce. But it's the defense. Knicks on a defensive end. Even though it was sloppy, still Brunson able to come through, put a body on Danny Avia. Danny Avia tries to pass the ball out. And OG at the right position at the right time, being the right player with the right length. Pause. But let's go. We gotta get it. Let's go Knicks champ real quick. Look, Portland. I can see why Portland gave Houston fits, Spurs fits, New Orleans fits. I can see how these guys are aggressive. They get into you. They have shot makers. I'm liking Caleb Love. Caleb Love right now with 21 points, 8 for 17, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. This man is top notch. You know, Shaden Sharp, he got 8 for 15. He's being aggressive. He's attacking the paint. Seems like he's timid on a lot of those three-point attempts. So it looks like for the Knicks' sake, whenever he's trying to catch the ball off for a three, don't jump for it. Stay on the ground because he's just pump faking and he's been missing his threes. So with that, but Danny Avia and Kamara against the lineup that we got right now is a good lineup. It's a good lineup. But When are we going to bring Cat in? Are we going to bring Cat in? Are we going to roll with Mitch and let Brunson close it out? I don't know. I would still bring in Cat, but that's additional body. I would do the double big lineup because you need defense and you need rebounding and you need the shooting. So then it's like, is Josh going to finish the game? You know, Josh bring that energy as well. Knicks could go many possessions with this, many looks. You know, right now, OG played 30 minutes. Josh with 27. Mikal with 30. Brunson with 32. Deuce with 33. Fairly balanced. I'm surprised Deuce with 32, though. I'm surprised with that. I mean, excuse me, 30, yeah. 33 for Deuce. And he hasn't really gotten it going. I figured you could have give some of that to Jordan Clarkson, but defense, right? Like I said, you could do more on the court than just knock down shots. It's your defense, and his defense has been important. Mitch, 6 points, 11 rebounds. Mitch played 23 minutes. So that's good. But, you know, kudos to Brunson of staying packed against Danny Avia. Danny Avia 6'8", 6'9", Brunson 6'2", so they say. But, you know, with that height difference, he still stayed packed and played great defense. So shout out to Brunson. Let's see who we got on the court. Oh, they called another timeout. Jeez, what we calling timeouts for? We getting the guys some rest. I get it. I get it. So right now you got Deuce, Robinson, Brunson, Bridges, and OG. So it's looking like we're settling for a little bit more defense right now. Surprisingly, you know, Josh hasn't came in yet, but let's see what transpires from that. As I don't know, is the ankle bothering him or what? But Knicks is, we're in a good position right now. We're in a good position. But yeah, I don't even know why they call timeout though. But let's go. Mitch making pivotal strides right now. 11 boards, 6 points. See if Mitch can get a double-double. We need Mitch to get in the scoring column. Because look at Portland, right? And this is ranked in the NBA second in second chance points, second in offensive rebound, and sixth in paint touches. So these guys are top-notch, even though the record don't speak for itself. You got Danny Avia guarding OG. OG's guarding Avia. They run a pick and roll. They switch. OG's on Kamara, blocked by Mitchell Robinson, but Mitch looks hurt. Jesus Christ. Mitch looks hurt, but he gets back into the play. OG catch and shoot three. That is so much good. OG found the three-point shot. Looks so much better. Better release. Squared up to the basket. More flick of the wrist. We likes it. Danny Avia tries to alley-oop it up. Out to Klinger. Klingen out. Josh Hart with the steal. Let's see if he gets the finish. And he does. As this is what we got to press, Knicks. Let's press. Please press. As you got Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday for the three-point shot. It is good. That's what happens when Drew in the game. 114 or 107. As Brunson bring the ball up. I like this lineup right now. So they got Deuce sitting. Mitch with a high pick and roll for Mikal. Another pick for Brunson. Brunson catch and shoot. Three-pointer. Let's go. 117 to 107. As a foul is called, Shaden Sharp is being aggressive, gets into the paint. But Knicks just ran a double screen, which was perfect. It was perfect. But OG positioned itself well to knock down the three. Josh passing lanes, being aggressive. This is Knicks basketball. This is Knicks basketball. 117 to 109. Keeping it to a close game while turning it on in the fourth quarter. 27 points in the fourth quarter for the Knicks. 24 for Portland. 2 minutes left to go now. A lot of minutes left. Let's see if we can keep it going. As the shot is good. Knicks bringing the ball up. Brunson being guarded by Kamara. They run a high screen. They switch. Danny Avia on Brunson. Look like they trap. Dishes it out to Mikel. Mikel catch and shoot for 3. He did not have it. Rebound by Danny Avia, but he hurt his back. And Danny Avia is shaken up, and a foul is called. Oh, man. Danny Avia off that rebound looked like he strained his hip. And that's a crucial player for Portland. But grabbing that rebound is a strain. Yep. Yeah, that looked like a strained back right there. But Mikel needs to knock down that shot, Mikel. There's no way you that wide open for a 3, my guy. And you in rhythm with the catch and shoot and float. But this is good, and it's finally OG came alive right now. OG with 20 points. You know, him and Mikel, they got to get buckets. And Mikel with 18 points. You know, Josh Hart with 16. Brunson with 26. This is a Knick kind of game for us right now. This is a Knick kind of rotation. This is a Knick kind of scoring. This is good. All one person was Josh Hart. We need it back. Now, just imagine when we get Landry Shamet back, and then the Knicks could potentially make a trade with Pacome Dadier and Yabusele to get back a forward that can guard, you know, point guards that could stay in front. Someone that's 6'7", 6'9", you know, that's aggressive. Hopefully, a D&3 shooter. That'd be perfect. Now, would that take away minutes from Clarkson? Because it looked like it's doing now. How much minutes Jordan Clarkson have right now? Jordan Clarkson only with 13 minutes. So, it's tough. Oh, man, as Portland just comes down and knocked down a 3. All right, Brunson bringing the ball up, guarded by Kamara. He waves him off. He wants a screen. He got Shaden on him. At Josh. Josh gets into the paint. The floater, no good. And it drops in. Okay, Josh. Josh tips in the floater. As Portland is bringing the ball up quickly. Portland is trying to attack. Jump shot almost good by Drew Holiday. Knicks bringing the ball up. Brunson, top of the key. Let's see what JB does. Tween at the top. Pick and roll. He don't use it. They trap him. Back out to Josh. Josh pump fake. Gets into the paint. Layup no good. Rebound by OG. And it is solid. Josh with the no call. 21-12. Excuse me. 121-112. Knicks need to get some defense going. As Sharp gets into the paint. Blocked by OG. Let's go. Knicks get back in transition. Brings it up. 44 seconds left to go. They trap Mikel. And a timeout is called by the Knicks. Great call. Because Josh was getting trapped in the corner. They was definitely about to get a jump ball called. But instead, coach calls for timeout. It's an old-fashioned Knick win right here. Old-fashioned Knick win. 121. This is where Josh is here. Our season average. Usually when the Knicks score over 121 points, it's a dub. I believe they said we were like 9-2. Excuse me. 9-2. So we about to be 10-2 during this stretch time period when the Knicks score 121 points. Feels good. Feels good to get back in the winning column. Feels good. So far. But a long stretch for Cat too. That's crazy. Cat been on the bench for a while. Even though he played 27 minutes, he got 20-11, 9 for 13 from the field, 2 for 3 for 3. but coach has had Cat on the bench for a minute. Now, is it due to the knee situation, right? Because he hasn't came in since that knee situation. I don't think we've seen Cat. But 42 seconds left to go. Let's see how we close out this game. As Mikel tosses the ball in the back. Let's see. Knicks score with ease as they try to trap. But OG with the dunk in the paint. Let's see. 33 seconds left to go. Love pulls up for the three. No good. Rebound by OG. As the Knicks can just run it out, which I think they possibly do. As Mikel just turns the ball over. Out. You got to play to the buzzer, guys. That's what they're doing. As Kamara just stole the ball and gets it in. As Mikel bring the ball up, 14 seconds left to go. Dribble it out to Deuce. Deuce out to Brunson. And the Knicks can just let it wind out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game is done. Let's go. Knicks are in the winning column, 123 to 114. Knicks prevail, get it done in the winning column as Josh Hart returns to Portland, team he was with prior before he got traded to New York. It's always good to get a victory over your last team. Something that the Phoenix Suns, the Knicks couldn't get done against the Phoenix Suns for Josh Hart. I mean, from Mikal Bridges, but it's totally fine. 25. Let's go to the board. I gotta change the record. You know we gotta change it live. 25 and 13. Let's go to the text. $25 and 13, baby. Wait, 25 and 14, excuse me. I didn't add that loss to the last game. I could have sworn I did. All right, 25 and 14. Knicks 11 games over 500. This was a solid victory for the Knicks. This is overall a good game. This is a game I anticipated for us to win. We turned it up. Even when it was a close game, Knicks turned it up in the fourth quarter. We put up 33 points to the 29, which I still think was way too much points. But then, of course, we still prevailed. Slowly by slowly, we won every quarter. Believe it or not, even with that tied quarter in the third, Knicks scored 31. Excuse me. Knicks scored 34 to Portland 31 in the first. We scored 31 to their 26 in the second. So that's where the real cushion came. Then it was the even kill with 25 and 25 in the third. But then we had 33 in the fourth to their 29 to prevail. Knicks get the W. Let's break down the comparing stats. 51% from the Knicks, 48% from Portland. That is still high. So for the Knicks to score 51% from the field, that's awesome. But to also give up 48, this is crazy. For three-point line, 17 for 46. So we did give up a lot of threes. But later on, OG came in and saved our behinds. Definitely did. Let me see. Do I got a better screen for this? All right, yeah, we can do that. OG came, saved us in that last one. Knocked down the three-pointers, 37%. Now free throws. Look at the free throw disparity in this game. Ridiculous. Portland went to the line 25 times. Literally 22 for 25. Compared to the Knicks, 8 times. Crazy. That is crazy. The turnovers. This is so much better. We had 18 turnovers or 17 turnovers the last game. Definitely can't do that in back-to-back games. We only had 12 compared to Portland's 15. But we out-rebounded Portland, which is a strong point for the Knicks. 45 rebounds to Portland 39. We led pretty much 79% of the game, so that's perfect. Like I said, our biggest lead was 11. Portland's was 3. So we still kept it close even when Portland had the lead. Let's bring it over to the stats. Might want to make it bigger. Let's do that one. Yep. Josh in his return game, 18, 6, and 3. 4 fouls, 4 turnovers. You know he's going to be all over the place. But it even killed on the percentage as he is plus minus. He was a 0. But OG came on late. It's better to be late than never for OG. As OG came in, knocked down a 3, got it going. Multiple threes at that. I want to say he had 2 threes late in the fourth quarter to give us that push. He was 9 for 15, efficient, 4 for 7 for 3, 57%. Cat only played 27 minutes. With that knee situation, he was down early, but he got it. Let me see. Great. And he went down early, but we got the W still. But he put up with 27 minutes. He was efficient. 9 for 13, 69%. 2 for 3 for 66.7. 11 rebounds, 3 offensive. Had 2 block shots. So Cat was all over the place for us in this game. Well needed 20 and 11 from Cat. Then Mikal. So funny. It looked like Mikal was just coasting all game. I don't see where he was aggressive. I don't see where he got all these points from. But Mikal came through. Mikal, 8 for 15, 2 for 7 from the field. Had 6 assists, 6 rebounds, and 18 points. So it seemed like Mikal, he was better when we had Josh Hart back into the game. So everybody game elevated once Josh got back in. Those 6 assists was pretty pivotal and definitely needed because for the most part, who was averaging more assists? I think Mikal was averaging more assists during that stretch. So he probably had to do a lot of ball handling and defense during that time, which probably exorted his shooting. But it's good to see Mikal back up into the column. Knicks is very top heavy on the scoring. Brunson with 26. He was efficient even though it was 10 for 19. So we'll take that. 2 for 9 for 3. That could be better, but he still was efficient getting to the paint. Deuce hit a couple timely 3-pointers that was needed. That's what I said. He was due for it last couple games, but so much wasn't there. So we'll take it. With Mitch, though, Mitch coming in had plus 11, 6 points, 3 block shots, 3 steals, 2 assists, 11 rebounds. It's perfect. It's perfect. Like, what more can you ask for Mitch in a stretch like this? With playing 25 minutes, too. So, I guess they're saying the minutes restrictions is all for Mitch. So, this was a key. It's a real key game for us. This looked like Knicks basketball for us. This looked like what we do on a daily basis. But to briefly look at Portland, Portland still put up a fight. Robin Williams off the bench with 12 points. He was 50%, but he had multiple blocks. He had 2 key blocks. So I could see why Portland averaged high blocks with him and Klingon. Like, long players, man. Long players. It's pretty good. But Danny Avia, 8 for 17, 47%. That's still elite. Went to the line 10 times. He was 8 for 10, 80%. Now, the 3-point shots was not falling for Danny tonight. 1 for 5. So we played him well. We put bodies on him, making sure that he don't get into the paint. So it was a solid game. Solid game for the Knicks on that aspect. Hold on, let me see something. Another, like I said, the player that for me was, what's this dude name off the bench too? I don't see it. Caleb Love. Let me see if I could click on this Caleb Love dude to kind of get a thing. Caleb Love is a guard. This man is 6'3". 6'3" guard, was giving us the business. Undrafted at that. 24 years old. This man been balling. Let's see points per game. 18. Okay, 10, 14, 16, 22. All those W's he was killing. And then even for tonight, for him, he got a bag. Portland, that's Portland issue. Portland got way too many cards. But Caleb Love was balling 8 for 18. It was 5 for 12 from 3. He was letting that thing fly. But he had 21 points off the bench. Shaden Sharps with his 23. Like I said, a 3-point shot was not dropping for them tonight. The Knicks held them to, was it 12 for 39? So only 12 3-pointers made for them for 30.8%. So Knicks held their own in that aspect, which is very well. Even though for the 2-pointers, they were 40 for 84, which is 47.6%. So that's still elite on the 2-point aspect, but it's the 3. If we could defend the 3, we're good. We can't have both. Can't have both. Casio, he was 2 for 6. Kind of was not existent, even though he was a +3, and I think it was mainly on his defensive end. He was balling. Kamara, he was all over the place. He had 38 minutes, but it wasn't his scoring either. So why was he in the game for a long time when they probably they didn't have any other forwards to play? To be mind you, yeah, because I'm looking, he's 3 for 8, 1 for 5 for 3, 4 for 4. Maybe it's just a bad game. Let's look at what he did in previous games. Okay, in previous games he'd been balling and efficient at that too. Okay, maybe he was just due for a bad game and he averaged 13 points. He was just due for a bad game, which is great. Knicks did what they need to come in and get it done. But 123 to 114, like we stated before, was a much needed victory for the Knicks. Let's see what the schedule that we have coming up. As you can see, we have Sacktown once the screen close. Hold up, let me drop that. All right, so we have the Sacramento Kings on Wednesday. So the Knicks do get some rest. They get some rest. Where today's what? So you got Monday and Tuesday and a game Wednesday. So 2 days of rest finally. But the reason for it is because we have back to back. And these are OD late games. You have a 10 o'clock against the Sacramento Kings, and then we have another 10 o'clock against the Golden State Warriors. So tune in for some late night action where we're going to be here for both of those games. Probably won't be here for the Suns games because I have to be out, but it's definitely going to be something to tune in. It's definitely going to be a good game, especially the Sacramento game. That is homecoming for Coach Brown, as that was the last team that he played for, and they gave him the boot. So we'll see how that goes. That matchup is going to be pretty good, and it's on the road. So, and the road has been the Achilles heel for the Knicks this year. So hopefully it can be a change. But 123 to 114, Knicks take down the Portland Trailblazers. Knicks are 25-14. Portland is 19-21. But we go against the 8-30 Sacramento Kings. And mind you, Sacramento still have a solid team. Don't sleep on Sacramento team. Let me see if I can bring up Sacramento's roster. Let's go to Hoops Hypes and bring up Sacramento's roster. No. Hoops Hypes salary. Let's do teams. Let's go to Sacramento Kings. And the Kings is kind of at bay on their salary. Well, let's look at their roster. Let me bring that over here. Sacramento roster. You got Zach LaVine, Sabonis, DeMar DeRozan, Malik Monk, Schroeder. Schroeder's actually suspended from this incident, so we don't got to worry about him pestering and beating up Jalen Brunson. Keegan Murray, which I totally like Keegan Murray. Dario Saric, that's a player that I like too. Maybe the Knicks can try to get a Yabo trade for Dario Saric. or Precious or Keon Ellis, Doug McDermott, Russell Westbrook, Devin Carter. So these guys, this is a team. I truly don't understand why they are 8. And better yet, let me go to the Kings. Maybe there's injuries that's going on right now that we do not know about with the Kings. Let's go to teams. Let's go to Sacktown. So Zach LaVine is their team leader. DeMar is right there. Sabonis is there. Like, how are these guys losing games with this roster? All right. Let me see if I can look at. Okay, so they're currently playing right now. I don't want to watch the game. I want to see the box score. Let me see. Yeah, why I can't. All right, let's go to here. Let's put up the box score for Sacramento really quickly. I think they're playing now. OKC, Minnesota. No, so they're not playing now. Am I tripping? That's so weird. Sacramento. Oh, they do play today, but that's later on. All right, let me just look at their last game. Bro, let's go to the NBA.com, bro. Let's go to calendar. What today is? Look for the 10th. Let's look for the Sacramento Kings. Just to let us know who's playing, because someone has to be injured. Okay, here we go. Let's look at the box scores, because someone has to be injured, and that's exactly what it is. They do not have Sabonis. And Malik Monk is playing 19 minutes. Precious Achiuwa is playing 4. Dennis Schroeder, he got suspended, but he was playing 20 minutes. So Russ is their starting point guard. Keon Ellis is the backup guard. Is the 2 guard. You got Maxime, who's I don't know who this dude is. Then you got Zach LaVine, and then you got DeMar DeRozan. So Sacramento is looking very bad. Very bad. So hopefully could be back-to-back wins from the Knicks, because there's no Sabonis. The Sabonis makes their offense go. They look like they're having guard issues. If you got Russ starting is not bad, but Keon Ellis, it puts everybody out of position. If DeMar's playing a power forward, Zach LaVine playing the 2 small forward, then Keon Ellis at your 2, then Russ at the 3. And then Maxime? He's 4 for 6. He's okay. Darius Saul just not getting burned. Doug McDermott not getting burned. It's probably I could see why. This is exactly why. So Portland, we get the W. On our way over to Sacktown. Sacramento's next. We'll see. Couple home games after that stretch. That's what I meant to pull up the Knicks to talk about their stretch of games. Warriors. After they play the Warriors, Knicks are back home on Saturday from the back-to-back, which is a Wednesday, Thursday. They're going to fly that Thursday night back home. So they got Thursday, Friday through walkthrough, and Saturday for the game. And then, of course, they off on Sunday. Got a home game against Dallas with AD out, with Kyrie out. You have the potential Rookie of the Year coming in on Monday, as they are 14-25. But the Knicks have a stretch coming up to where we can get it going, get back to the promised land, get back to the division leaders, and maintain a cushion to keep Boston away. Because I think we're going to beat Sacramento. That Warriors game is going to be a very competitive game. I think that's going to be a test for us defensively, how we play D against the Warriors, how you manage Steph Curry. Then you got Jimmy Butler. And there's one thing about Jimmy. Jimmy talks hella mess against the Knicks. How he thought he beat the Knicks, got us out. So we have some revenge out for Butler. So, and would they potentially play Kuminga? Kuminga's been under, issues over there during that time period. He's a big body for the Knicks that could give us trouble. But ultimately, it's Moody, it's Kaminsky, and it's Curry that will give us problems from the guard perspective. Knicks always have issues when it comes to guards. And remember, I told you, we were going to beat Portland strictly because their guards really don't dominate. It's their forwards. And we were able to stay in front. We was able to guard and play Knicks basketball, but it was due to the help of Josh Hart as well. Josh Hart changes everything on that aspect, but great win. And then from that Mavericks game, we have another home game against the Brooklyn Nets. And the Brooklyn Nets have been an up and down, but a better year with 11 wins, 11-25. It's not bad from their standards. But they have Michael Porter Jr. has been a light. Like, I literally watched Nets highlights just to see him score with fluidity. Like, that man is just a pure scorer. Just buckets, just pull up from anywhere. This dude is 6'10", playing small forward. So he's doing his thing. So it's good to see that aspect. But ultimately, I'm loving what could be a nice little run here for the Knicks, potentially a 6-game winning streak. Play your cards right. A potential 6-game winning streak. So it's up to the Knicks to do that. It's up for them to showcase what we do. So definitely thank you guys for rocking and rolling with us. I will be here on Wednesday for the Sacramento game. Like I said, the homecoming for Coach Mike Brown, who was his last coaching job was then before he came to the Knicks and blessed us. So kudos to that. On that note, ladies and gents, appreciate you for rocking with us. It's time for the base load. Deuces.
Did Brandon do that?
You gon' do it if I say so. I'ma do it for the pesos. I fell in love with the bass load. I fell in love with the bass load. I see the ops staying plain clothes. I see the ops y'all in plain clothes. I fell in love with a waist load. I fell in love with a waist load. Fell in love with going up, it's coming down. It's for clowns, so whenever I show up, it's going down like we drown. Competition try to shake me cause I'm down with the hounds. Competition wanna pay me cause I'm down with the pounds and the ounces. Say I'm too pop, they swearing I get around. They say I'm too big, notorious on the sound. But bitch, I'm Brad Pitt and glorious on the mound. And that's why you do it if I say so. And that's why I do it for the pesos. A nigga fell in love with the bass load. A nigga fell in love with the bass load. I see the fucking ops staying plain clothes. I see the fucking ops y'all in plain clothes. A nigga fell in love with a waist load. A nigga fell in love with a waist load. A nigga fell in love with the drip, fell in love with the grip, fell in love with the trip, fell in love with the flip, fell in love with the mix, fell in love with the bliss, fell in love with the miss. It's probably why I leave the fucking mob and assist, no cap. I'm probably shaking hands with the glitch. Coin from the whip, smoke a blunt like the lick. Take a ride, then we slide and we watch pieces hit, and that's why you do it if I say so. And that's why I do it for the pesos. A nigga fell in love with the bass load. A nigga fell in love with the bass load.